Hi guys, Jamie. It's March 8th. I bought a Samsung Galaxy A12. Yeah, that's what this is. What happens is I got this cheap or the free government phone. All these do is track the person. They kill all the homeless. And what happens is it's run by a computer's running everything out here. So what this does is they stage everything around the person with the phone. So the phone just tells them where they're at. It's genius, which is why they gave it away for free. So they shut this off anyway with me. And then I went back to get a phone and they handed me a tablet. This thing, 3 days, and then they shut it off. The phone they shut off after I won 600 mil on Poker Stars, which is 3 binds. Anyway, so what I came up with, Catholics, for those who don't know, I've said this a million times, are all mic'd up and they are following a computer they've invented. When I say following, the computer is the boss, and obviously the people who invented it. The computer is running everything out here. So what happens is everybody's got hidden cameras on them. And what they're doing is they're killing off free people. You have to qualify, or anybody who doesn't qualify into it. You have to qualify into it, Catholics. And the rules are you have to obey 100% of your... It's basically giving everything to it. You have to get mic'd up, ranked, follow orders, no questions. Everybody else they're getting rid of, worldwide. And the computer is designed to do all this. The computer, what you do is it's got everybody's profile in it on the planet, pretty much. And the computer figures out how to get rid of the person based on all the data put into it. So all these people with the hidden cameras, when you go by, they record you and all that stuff, and it goes into the computer, and the computer does all the work. It's unbelievable. So I had to buy a phone because this one was off and it doesn't work. Which is fine. So what I came up with is, since they have hidden cameras, especially when I don't have a phone, and I don't have the ability to record everything they do anyway, obviously, why they can record everything. So what they do is they record me 24/7. Wherever I go, it does not matter. Catholics everywhere out here are mic'd up. I can go downtown, I can go on the coast, you name it, and wherever I go, they film. So to counter that, what you do is you take your phone and turn it around, and you hold it up, because their cameras are filming me, and it shows every single person who's filming you. Because what they would say is, oh, it's our undercovers who got the word or the footage. Everybody out here films, and again, they hide what they do, and what they're doing is killing off all free people, and so forth. So anyway, the computer is this. I'll tell you how good it is. Whatever apps you put on your phone, the computer decides what cover-up would work. Like in my case, they're covering up my murder, and even staging a setup, and the computer decides when they have it, when it's good. And so when I take and put on apps, and not only that, the settings on the apps, it affects the cover-up. It's unbelievable. Trust me, I know for sure. I'm not guessing. It is that good, and the computer does all the math. It's all this high-tech math and, of the smartest people in the world put their knowledge into it. And they've come up with a formula on how to get rid of anybody on the planet. Because what they're doing, like I said, they're creating a world society, and they've succeeded for the most part. Catholics are all mic'd up worldwide. They're creating like a perfect society of people who get mic'd up and ranked and follow orders. So the whole planet is nice and organized with leadership running it all. It's the perfect. It's like a military where everybody, but it's in civil life too as well. And everybody else is getting rid of, and they've gotten rid of droves of people, the homeless out here. So what happens when I came out here? I found the homeless were dead. There were cops on 3rd Ave posing as homeless, all of them. When I found that out, they thought I might have figured out the bigger picture, which, yeah, they killed the homeless off, but they're killing off anybody who, and that's just one group who obviously wouldn't go along with it or wouldn't qualify, because if you're homeless, you're not serving what they believe is God. They believe all this technology is coming from God. That's what Catholics are taught. They run all the tech companies, they run everything, the money system we have. So anyway, if you're a free person, I suggest you walk around with some kind of reflection device, whether it's a phone or something, because it's your own. It's like, and then if you watch the people, you'll see it. It's like if you're a target and they're filming you, which is all free people. If you're not going to qualify for the cult, they're filming you. So turn your phone around, walk around, and look at them, and that's the best way you're going to be able to get a reaction from them to see what's going on. So anybody in the cities, you don't have to be in the cities, but anybody in any of the cities in the U.S. who aren't Catholic in this cult, do that and watch people. You'll see. They're all filming you with their phone. Their phones have special cameras up here, down here. They can record that way. So if they're holding it like this, the phone could record that way and that way as they're walking down. Here, they all have them. Unlike the phones I buy, like Best Buy, this phone. Honestly, this phone could have it too. They have little holes, They can clearly stick a hidden camera in these. I'm sure they did. So they probably put it in the phone without my knowledge, but I assume it's there. I always assume with them because they have cameras everywhere. So yeah. So when I don't have a phone and I can't record, what I do is I turn the phone around because it shows all their hidden cameras. And it drove them nuts when I started doing it. I thought of it a long time ago, but I didn't do it because what they're doing, I knew they're hiding their cameras. So when I film one of their undercover vehicles, they get mad because they have to change it, even though they have so many of them. Like almost all vehicles out here, it's unbelievable how many Catholics have all been basically put in the production line, and their vehicles all have hidden cameras on it. It's unbelievable out here in Santa Monica. A huge chunk. I'm not going to say every single one, but a huge chunk of vehicles out here have hidden cameras. It's pretty much if you have a will and the production or it's there, they got it done. It's one of those things. But I can't say this enough. Our system now is on a computer. The whole system, food, everything. And if you don't get into this cult, you're not going to get food, a house, a job, nothing, and you're going to be done. And they take tech from you too as well. So when I make videos and all this stuff, they take the phone away. They shut off the phone. They shut off the tablet. The more I fight back, the more they come after me. So you're gonna find that out if you don't know what's going on. All tech companies are under this cult. Every one of them, Microsoft, Google, Yahoo, you name it. They're all in this cult, and they're all one government. And the government is a Catholic one, and it's going to be a controlled world society. That's what all technology is for, and that's why they give away free phones like this. So they can track the person, whatever they do. Like low-income people who don't want to buy a phone or whatever. Give them one of these free. Because once you violate the Bible, they kill you. That's the secret. So if you want to know what the survival guide would be for this, pick up a Bible. Now, obviously, I disagree with the Bible, so I'm not saying pick it up and you do what you want. I'd suggest you pick it up and read it, because if you don't agree with it line by line, you're not going to make this goal. Or at least you have to get mic'd up, ranked, and follow orders 24/7. That's pretty much a requirement, and then the rest takes care of itself as long as your character is good enough for them. But if you're mic'd up and you follow orders 100%, your character will be controlled by them. So every Catholic, wherever you go, whether it's a grocery store, Best Buy, they're all mic'd up. And what they do is when a guy like me comes in, they know who he is because I'm not in the cult. And what they do is they stage whatever leadership tells them to stage at that location for the cover-up story for the person. Seriously, it is this coordinated. You can go to a grocery store, they block you with the carts. They're like professional shoppers, you can say. Here in Santa Monica, it's well choreographed, and it's all run by leadership. This is why Catholics go to private school. They're taught this, why free people have no idea. They were taught from the beginning, we want a one-world Catholic society, and do not talk about it, ever, or it's your life. That's how strict Catholics are. They swear their lives not to talk about it. The goal is a one-world Catholic system, and you can look on Wikipedia. Catholics are in every country. Ask yourself, how did that happen? That's exactly how it happened. They dominate land, then they go to the next land, and then they pretend the two lands are separate for the free people that they're killing off as time goes by. But now technology has gotten so advanced, they've wiped out free people like globally. They outnumber free people for sure now, which wasn't always the case apparently. When I say free people, non-Catholic, non-organized religious people, Catholics are the most organized people on the planet. They are organized strictly under one system, the Bible, which free people can't agree on. So what Catholics do, everything on the news is all to divide free people. They don't get news. They get fed instructions. News is for free people, and it's to get them to go bye-bye. They want those people gone. And Catholics are taught they're a different being, if you didn't know that, than free people. They're taught free people are humans. I know to free people this sounds nuts because they go to grammar school and you're taught you're human. That's what you're taught. Catholics control our education. Catholics are taught they're like another being, unlike free people. They don't worship like a person. You know what I mean? Athletes or not. They believe God is up there, which I'm not saying it is or isn't. Why free people tend to worship people on the planet. So that's the difference. It's a big difference. So they think they're lesser beings, they're dumb, and so forth. So anyway, you have to qualify in the cult. Once you don't, they turn on you like the plague. Trust me, they wanted me in this cult. Out here, I don't know about Connecticut, how that exactly worked. I know I was vetted by Eric Brand without being told what the fuck was going on. Had I known, it's a different story. But the thing with this is you get ranked, right? So if you get on a high enough level, you're going to go along with it. I don't care who you are. If you don't, you're going to descend, just like any system. If you're not high enough on the system, you're going to descend. And to say the least, I'm not high enough on their system. As I got 7 death sentences and survived, but I'm terminal. For those who don't know, I got poisoned in 07 on 3 occasions in 2 days, three times in 2 days. I survived, but badly brain damaged. And then on the story goes, I came out here. They all knew about it out here because they're all Catholic. They knew I was poisoned, but a lot of the people out here liked me, so they gave me, like, you could say I wouldn't say a second chance is the right word. So what they did is, since they're all mic'd up, they asked all the women who likes this guy, because if we're gonna kill him or pay him some money or something, because those are his 2 options. He's disabled. So they asked all the women who liked me, and a lot of them did, and from famous families. But when I found out they killed the homeless and posted about it, that was it. So now all the women are, to say the least, turned on me. Everyone, there were a few who were like, don't kill him, but that's pretty much over now. I've spoken too much. They've gotten so much pressure from everybody else that I know for a fact I live here. So the women who were holding on aren't anymore. Even the ones who like me a lot, because they're facing too much pressure from the rest of the cult, because I'm talking. Nobody else is talking about this that I know of. So if you don't know, our system is on a computer at the highest tech. The highest technology is running everything. All traffic out here is run by the computer. I'm talking acceleration, everything. And Catholics are the group who are doing it. And they're forcing this on everybody else. So if you don't like it, they don't care. You don't like it, you're gone. They're that strict. So it's going on full in Santa Monica and even throughout LA. Here in Santa Monica, I've not met one free person, except I'm the only one. So, trust me, if I had, I would be, Alright, so since I got the Samsung, the A12, which is an older, was it last year's model? I don't even know. I tried to get the 32, but I didn't even know. Well, actually, they said they didn't even have it. So I had to rush to get a phone because they shut these off. I was going to save up and get an iPhone. I tried to get one first, but they said I was $13 short. I had to buy a case with the iPhone, which put me over budget. Now, I could have sold I'm not going to sell any of my stuff. Stuff I have in storage I could have sold, but I haven't been to storage in over a year. Anyway, I will get an iPhone because I can't play guitar on this phone. It doesn't. My Apogee Jam Plus works only on iOS devices, and iPhone sounds better with that kind of stuff. Anyways, for recording music, the iPhone's king. The iPhone's king in most areas, anyway. It's a better camera than this one, but this was 180. For 180, it's a good phone. It's not bad. But the iPhone's clearly better in all areas. So I will get an iPhone. It's just going to be another month or 2. But I needed something. I have to have something to record video just in case. Now, what did happen was I took the SIM out of this and put it in the Samsung, so now I have unlimited on here, which is good. Very good, because at first I'm like, I'm just going to have Wi-Fi with this phone? That's dangerous. But now I have unlimited, so that's good. So, yeah, so I'll tell you right now what they're doing. They had Santa Monica Police and Ron Hooks, both people I posted. They killed the homeless. So what they did is yesterday, they shut off my device. And they know when they shut these off, I'm going to destroy them because I'm not going to keep them. So what they wanted to do was get footage of them shutting it off and me getting frustrated and then destroying it. Because the cover-up is going to make it look like I'm this guy who has a bunch of porn on. I don't have porn on these devices, but that's the cover-up they're going for. It's the only one that works. Of all that's happened to me, they have to make it look like I had all this porn and shit. I watched, that stuff was years ago. I haven't watched porn in years. Now, my free cams I do go on, because that's girls in these families, and I'm not getting no justice, so that's but they're going to try to turn the story. Ron Hooks even has relatives in My Free Cams, so does Santa Monica Police, all throughout. My Free Cams is the Catholic organization to get rid of free people who go on the site because you're violating the Bible. So that's what they're doing. So they're getting the guys killed, all those girls. So if I go on right away, they see me. They say, we see him. Right away. I get a new phone, we see him. Right away, I swear to God. I get this new phone, go on My Free Games, right away, we see him. That's how quick they're able to take the phone I get and have it get it where the camera goes right through to them. So if I go on the site, they record. So just so you know, this is what it will look like if you ever see it. This type of angle. So I know I'm being recorded. It's no secret. So what they do is they fucking stage whatever they do on the site, and why they filming. Now you may say, well, why go on the site? I'm not gonna not go on just because they're covering it up like that. The site is valuable because it's the only people I see every day in this cult who I can get a read on. The people out here, I don't see the same people every day. So it's not the same, you know what I mean? It's the only way I can get a good read on the cult from the same people I see all the time. And it works. I've learned so much from that site, it's not even funny. So anyway. They're covering up heavily for some of those cam models because they're in powerful families. And I've named them. So what they're doing is they're taking girls out here who look similar to them and have them coming around me at ridiculous rates and trying to film it. And try to get desirable. What it is a scientific cult out. Like out here is the top of the top. So when I told you about rankings, this is the top ranked. They're all scientists. So what they do is they say, all right, what you have to do is everything the guy sees in a day or hears, all the senses, you log it on a paper and then you attack it in order. So what happens is they'll do stuff to get me mad and then have police come right in front of me to try to get me to threaten them. Stuff like that. They do it all like the helicopter. It's all, and then the computer decides the randomness of it. So I can assure you, everything out here is that good. The phone tells them where I'm at, and the computer coordinates everybody. And every day they have a pre-planned series of events. It is unbelievable, and a lot too. And then traffic as well is orchestrated around me. And all these idiots do it, and they think it's coming from God, and they think it's because their goal is a one-world Catholic system, and they think that's the success. So if you didn't know, they're taught that in the Bible. They're taught it's not a success until they get rid of all free people. If you didn't know that's what Catholics were taught, well, now you do. So to them it's sacred. So they happily help cover up my murder is what they're doing. Anyway, I gotta end this video. It's way too long. It's gonna be way too long. I mean, it's a pretty good camera, right, for a $180 phone. Not bad. Better than these crappy things. So I will destroy these phones. I do not. Anything I don't hold on to, everybody destroys. You know what I mean? What are you gonna hold on, just throw in the trash like this? Nobody does that. So these devices will get destroyed. They do not work, and so forth. So yeah. Again, I do not have anything on these phones. So if they claim I do, they're full of shit. So enough said. All right, take care, guys.